Cristian, what is that style, your style, that you're going to go into the game with that you've done all season?
Yeah, I think especially at home, it's attacking-minded, possession-oriented soccer. We pride ourselves at playing out of the back and, keeping possession and really creating unique chances, creative chances. And, I think, Houston's going to have, their moments for sure, but, we want to control the game for the majority of the part.
What do you think worked for you down in Houston compared to other road games you guys have played this year?
Obviously, the red card. I mean, I don't think we've had a red card away from home in a long time. So, the red card certainly helped, and we were able to keep them chasing for quite a bit of the game. They weren't defending for all 90 minutes. They stuck two guys up top even with 10 men, so it created a lot of space for us, and it led to a lot of chances. But at the end of the day, we have to bang those in because Houston is a team that can score a few, especially on the road.
But even before the red card, you guys were getting quite a fair bit of chances. You scored the one goal. You got the penalty kick right there. What were you guys doing maybe differently than you had in some of your scoreless draws on the road?
I think we were under a little bit of pressure. They had moments during the game, and we were able to counterattack at times. You saw with the goal, you saw with the PK, and then you saw with Will's goal, and then Jovin's PK. Those were moments where we sprung out of the back and we went forward with it.
What, if anything, is different about playing in the defensive midfield with Gustav as opposed to Ozzy?
Yeah, I think it's extremely different. I mean, with Gustav, I can play more as a number 8. I have more times during the game to go forward and try to make my impact offensively. And with Nico, I have to be extremely steady. Nico is a guy that has characteristics of going forward, and I just have to be mindful of where he's at all times. And Gustav, we have a little bit of a more natural 2 defensive mid type of game.
Cristian, this playoffs have been pretty stretched out, and over that time, you've been facing 2 teams that have very similar styles of how to play. What's that been like, kind of been preparing for, 4 or 5 weeks now for teams that are almost exclusively relying on set pieces and counterattacks?
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps, to an extent. We've played these teams quite a bit already, so we already know what they're capable of and their style. But it certainly helps, our defensively when we have the ball, we have to be in the right spots, because otherwise they can really get at you and run at your back. So, it helps to an extent, but we face these teams quite a bit already, and we know what they're capable of.
How does that change, particularly the possession games, the risks you're willing to take, the risks you're not willing to take, not only given the lead, but given the fact that they're so reliant on one way of scoring goals?
Yeah, I think, Houston and Vancouver, they have guys that cheat a little bit defensively, so it does create a little bit more space. But in turn, if you're sloppy with the ball, it can hurt you. So, you have to find that right balance of knowing where their most dangerous guys are and covering those passing lanes and restricting those passes or fouling or certain little things like that can really avoid the counterattack in their game.
Taking their typical style, did it seem like Houston played the game a little bit more conservative, not as offensive with a 4-3-3 kind of from the beginning of the game?
I think it obviously it's different formation, but they were dangerous in their set pieces. The long throws, that first initial corner kick, but they had a little bit more creative guys and not necessarily, with Kyoto and Ellis on the wings, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit of different of a team, but with Martinez, and Alex, they wanted probably to keep possession a little bit more, especially at home, and it sprung for a different Houston than what we saw.
You guys a year ago didn't really have a chance to clinch any of your series in front of your home fans. Does that mean anything to you guys going in there, the chance to
Yeah, I think
clinch
it.
the championship?
I think it means the world to us, to Seattle, to our fans. You know, they deserve it. They've stuck with us through almost last year, what it seems like, 2 years, continuing almost a continuing season, and they deserve it. Hopefully we have a we know we're going to have a great crowd, and a crowd that's rocking. They always help us, and to win it in front of them is going to be special. It's much like the Supporters Shield in 2014. I was actually in the stands watching that, so it was pretty incredible to see, and hopefully we can do that and repeat.
Do you have any plans on watching the Eastern Conference Championship on Wednesday?
Not yet at the moment, actually. So, I expect either to make myself dinner or maybe go to Jordan's house, one of the two. But it's Jordan's mom's birthday that day, so maybe I'll have to get her a gift and surprise her. She's probably watching this right now, so.